So you want to learn how to write product descriptions for Shopify that convert into sales. Well, it's your lucky day because I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to write a product description that's going to make you more money and boost your conversion rate even if you've never written one in your entire life. So if you're watching this video, I take it you want to learn how to write a product description that makes you more money every single time someone lands on your site. But let's be honest, you probably hate writing, and you probably hate writing product descriptions specifically. I know this because I was in your exact same position. I had to write hundreds of product descriptions, and it was the most painful thing about the entire experience, and you just burnt through it and you just wanted to get it done so you could start running ads. Well, as a matter of fact, that is one of the worst things you could possibly be doing, and if your conversion rate looks like crap right now, it's probably because you have really shitty product descriptions. Don't fear though, I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what qualifies this guy to teach me anything about writing product descriptions? What's different from him compared to all these other gurus on the internet that just teach you crap? Well, the difference is I actually do this on a daily basis. I don't just make videos. I actually work at Australia's #1 direct response marketing company, and I'm a copywriter for them. So I know what's working today, and I deal with dozens of e-commerce stores every single day, and I write copy for them, and I make sales for them. If I didn't do that, I would be fired, and I wouldn't be speaking with you guys right now about this. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to jump right into it and show you exactly how this gets done. Beautiful, let's jump into my screen. So today's goal, by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to write product descriptions that'll explode your conversion rate and make you money even if you've never written one before. So a lot of people that go to write product descriptions or looking up videos, they'll either one, have never written it before, or one, they just want to write better product descriptions because their ones at the moment just frankly suck. Let's be honest, they probably do, and mine sucked for a very long time. So today we're going to be covering 9 vital factors for high converting descriptions. So I'm just going to dive straight into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. So number 1, what type of traffic is coming to this page? Now I'm assuming that we're all sending traffic to a product description page, a product detail page, a product page with an add to cart button and an image and a description. Preferably you're sending it to a landing page, but let's be honest, not all of us have the time or the money to make landing pages, so let's just assume we're sending it to a product page. What type of traffic is coming to this page? Now these 9 questions need to be answered before we write any type of product description, and if you haven't done this before, you're suffering and you're leaving money on the table. So let's just nail this down right now. Alright, most of the time you're going to be sending cold traffic. If you're doing Shopify dropshipping, if you're doing most types of e-commerce, you're going to be sending cold traffic to this product page, unless it's remarketing. If you're doing remarketing, it's so much easier to write copy because people already know you, they know the product, and they're just coming back to check again. But we're going to assume that we're sending cold traffic, some, say, Facebook ads, sending it from Google AdWords, whatever it may be. Okay, beautiful. Now that you've answered that question, let's move on to number 2. How much education does the prospect require about your product? Now, for most of us here, we're going to be doing dropshipping or doing products that aren't very innovative or, groundbreaking. But let's just say you've just invented a product, that cures cancer. Most people don't know that there's a product that does that. You know what I mean? So you have to actually educate the customer and get them to believe that your product does what you actually say. Because if I landed on a website right now that's selling me a pill on how to breathe underwater, I'm probably not going to believe it. So I'm just going to bounce straight away if they don't start educating me on exactly how the product does it. So I'm also going to assume that most of us are sending people to products that already exist, whether it be a mouse, a microphone, a curtain, a pot or a pan, whatever it may be. I'm just going to assume that. So let's move on. Number 3. Now this is where we start to get into the juicy stuff. This stuff here is what makes money. Okay? And if you haven't done this before, I'm really excited for you because this is going to be like a really breakthrough kind of moment for you guys. Okay, so number 3. What is just their before state? Now, what is a before state? Your product is going to be taking somebody from a before state to an after state. It's basically like a bridge, right? So picture somebody right here in their before state. Let's just say it's a fat loss pill that you're selling. Somebody in their before state is they're overweight, they feel insecure, they don't feel happy about themselves, they don't like the shirt that they put on, it doesn't fit well when they put it on, stuff like that. Where they are right now in terms of their life. And what is their after state? This is what you need to connect to your product. So their after state, if it's a fat loss pill, for example, they want six-pack abs, they want an ass that, just bursts through their jeans and it looks fantastic. Okay, well maybe not, maybe they don't want that, but They want, a nice booty. And, they want to feel amazing in a bikini. They want to walk down the street and, any excuse they have to take their shirt off, they're right at it. They're getting in there. So a bit of a weird way to describe it, but that's what it is. It's a before state and after state. So your product is the bridge. What do they feel right now? What do they hate about what they feel right now? And what do they want to feel? What position is your product going to take them to? Fantastic. What are their main concerns? What are their main objections? Everybody has concerns about products. If I'm buying a microphone, is it going to sound crap when I get it? It looks super nice, but isn't going to sound good. With this weight loss pill, is this pill actually going to work? Is this pill going to give me some side effects? I don't want this. If someone's buying a house, is this a crappy neighborhood? Am I going to get stabbed in my sleep? I prefer not to get stabbed when I sleep. I usually just like sleeping, you know what I mean? Answer these questions. You need to know these things. Because if people are landing on your pages and you aren't addressing this stuff, people are bouncing out and I want you to picture money just flowing through your hands because you haven't answered these questions. All right, fair enough. Let's keep moving on, right? What elements of proof do you have? Now, this is a huge one, especially when it comes to dropshipping stores and pretty much every company I see really out there. One thing that we really focus on, and the reason that me and my clients have so much success when it comes to, product descriptions and conversion rates, is because it's undeniable proof when you hit our page. Does this product work? Are we experienced? Do we say what we do? It's undeniable. So what sort of elements of proof do you have? Now, proof can be anything from reviews, testimonials, even statistics, right? What's the percentage of people that use this and actually get a result? How many years have you spent developing this product? Even if it's not your product, how many years were spent developing this certain product? What's the difference in your formula? What's the difference in your material, your fabric? Anything that provides evidence. Now, these aren't opinions, these are facts, right? So what facts and claims can you make that actually back up what you say your product does? Facts is the word here that we need to stick to. All right, what is your bulletproof guarantee? This is the guarantee that eases the pain of buying. So when somebody hits your product page, you want them to make a decision. You want them to convert right then and there. You want them to get out their credit card and swipe, and you want that phone to make the cha-ching sound, all right? So this guarantee is absolutely critical. And if you don't have a guarantee on your page right now, like I've said many times, I guarantee that you're losing money. See that? Guarantee. Anyway, so this guarantee, it needs to basically back yourself, back your product, back your claims, and make it easy for them to buy. At this stage, you've done really, really well. And if somebody isn't going to buy right now, it's because they're uncertain. The level of certainty is low, and they're not 100% sure that if they spend their money, it's going to be well spent. So this guarantee is basically, like a money back guarantee. You've seen them all before. We'll give you 100% of your money back. We'll return the product. We'll give you a replacement, all those sorts of things. The better you can make this one element out of all the elements above is going to boost your conversion rate by astronomical amounts. If you can get this right, you're going to be making so much more money. You're going to be laughing, and you're going to be coming back to this video, and you're going to be giving me, a slice of the commission. Anyway, let's move on. That's a weird, creepy wink. Let's just forget that ever happened, okay? Why do they need to make the purchase today? This is scarce. This is scarcity. This is urgency. Why do I have to buy right now versus, going and getting pizza and watching Game of Thrones? What can we do to do this? So we can have limited stock. We can have a discount that ends at a certain day. You can even use the pain that they've felt in that before state as urgency, right? If it's a fat loss pill, buy this today before, the next ball comes up and you have to buy a dress that you can't fit into. Obviously, that's a little bit direct, but you want to use those sorts of things against them, you know what I mean? If it's car insurance, get your car insurance today so when you're driving home from work, you don't have a car accident, you know what I mean? So these are the sorts of things that we can use, but the best types of urgency to use is like limited stock, a limited discount, these sorts of things. Okay, and list import information, sizing, etc. One huge mistake, and this is probably one of the most common mistakes I see with dropshipping descriptions, is everybody dot points the absolute crap out of their description with a bunch of useless statistics. You get, they get the AliExpress descriptions, and you just copy and paste them into your description, and then you wonder why people are leaving when you get in that store. Well, if you go to Nike, if you go to Gucci, if you go to any of these brands, none of them have these disgusting, filthy looking dot pointed descriptions, and none of them have this either, but they've got incredibly established brands. So That's why I say list this information at the bottom. Once you've sold it, once they're, frothing at the mouth, giving you money over fist for this product, then you can go and list the important information. This can be sizing, this can be, this is cotton material, whatever it may be. Essential information that you must have, list it. Don't just list information because it's in the AliExpress description. Don't just list information because you think it's cool or think people will like it. If people don't have to know it, don't tell it to them, because you're just wasting their time, you're wasting your time, and you're wasting your money that you're spending on ads. Okay, so I hope that was all clear. If any of it wasn't unclear, you can just go through and rewatch this basically. But what I'm going to move on to now is the actual step formula. So before you write any product descriptions from now on, I want you to go through and answer all these questions. Literally copy and paste this, answer every single one of these questions, and then you're ready to move on to the formula. So this formula is proven for me. It works. It makes sales like hotcakes. And I really want you guys to implement this in all your stores, because you're going to see phenomenal results with this. So let's scroll down and let's have a look. So the secret profit printing description formula, right? So why is this formula so good? Because this formula harnesses the power of direct response marketing principles. These marketing principles aren't some fad. They're not some trend or some secret tactic, even though secret is in the title. This description formula is based on psychology. I worked in cold calling for over a year, and the psychology that you use in direct sales, speaking with people on the phone, is the exact same when you're trying to sell people product through print, right? It's sales, it's psychology. When you're writing product descriptions, you have to actually think about the fact that you are forcing reactions in your prospect's head when they read it. Most people don't go into it in this depthly, and that's why their conversions suffer, and they kick it to the curb and say it never worked for them when they never gave it a 1000% effort. So let's just dive straight into this formula, right? Number one, and by the way, I'm about to give you a really hot example of this actually in practice. Okay, number one, you have to write an eye-grabbing headline that demands attention. When somebody hits your page, there needs to be a headline, a question, whatever it may be, something bold that grabs their attention and forces them to read it. It needs to grab them by the throat and pull them into your ad, or into your description, I have to say. Because if they get it and it's just something super vanilla, super boiled chicken that nobody even cares about, they're just going to bounce. No one gives a crap. Nobody's sparing their time to read your description. You have to force them to read it. So number one, an eye-grabbing headline that demands attention. Now you need to describe their current before state in detail, right? You need to start talking about what are the pains that they're going through right now. What are they suffering from right now? Because if you can't describe how somebody's feeling right now, why should they believe that you can tell them how they're going to feel in the future? You know what I mean? The more you can explain how somebody feels in that moment, the more they're going to believe that you have the answer to their solution. So when I say in detail, don't go on forever because it's a product description, but make sure that somebody reading it is like, yeah, that's me. They resonate with it, and you build that rapport and trust with them. Okay, number three, describe their desired after state. Like I said before, so now you just want to describe the after state, the benefits, how they're going to feel after they purchase your product. Paint a beautiful picture, a very vibrant image of what they desperately want. Again, provide elements of proof. Crush any lingering concerns. So those objections that they have, you want to crush those after you've given proof that what you've said is true and it works. Announce your rock solid guarantee. Insert urgency and scarcity. Tell them to buy, and then dot point the information. So tell them to buy is just a call to action. Click here to shop now. Click here to buy. Click here to purchase. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? So I want you to write those 1 to 9 points, write them down. I'm going to actually put them in the description for you guys, so you can just copy and paste them, use this, and it's going to work like gangbusters, okay? Now let's look at an actual example, because you're probably looking at my screen and you're like, why has he got a Lover Beauty Women's tab open and it's super creepy? And I agree with you guys, but let's jump into it, right? So what I want to actually do is show you an example of writing a product description. And what you can see here is we have a corset. Now this is a women's corset that we found on Amazon, and there's 1,000,001 of these different things on AliExpress. So let's pretend that we're drop shipping this in our own store and we need to write a product description for it. Okay, so why are we looking at Amazon? Amazon is a fantastic place to go to find out the before and after state. Find out the objections, uncover the little concerns that people have about your product. What are the reasons people aren't buying this? What are the reasons people are? and you really want to use this stuff because this stuff is an absolute gold mine. And this was like an epiphany moment for me when I discovered this, because it's kind of like sitting there and having all your customers sitting there telling you what they want you to say to make them buy. And all you have to do is say it, and then they just get their credit card out and buy it from you. It's fantastic. So let's look at this, right? So we're writing a product description for a course set. So let's go down and let's have a look at the questions that we have, right? So these are our questions, the 9 vital factors. So let's actually have a look at these answered for a course set. So what type of traffic is coming to this page? Let's just say Facebook traffic is coming to this page, and at the moment they don't currently know us. How much education do they require about this product? Most women know what a course set is, so we don't really need to educate them around what a course set actually is and how it works. What is their before state? Now this is where the gold mine of Amazon reviews comes in perfectly, right? So what I did was I actually went here. We want to find out how people feeling beforehand, right? So what I do is I came to this page, I typed in course set in Amazon, and I clicked on the course set with the most amount of reviews. So this has 3,628 custom reviews, and it's the #1 bestseller. Let's scroll down and let's have a look at the actual reviews, right? So there's pretty good reviews, 52% is not bad. And you want to go through these reviews and read what people are saying about it. Now, the top few comments sometimes are paid, so you want to keep going. You want to have a look through, the 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1 stars. And you want to actually invest some time in finding out, what do people feel before they bought this? What burning problem was it solving for them? And so what I discovered was doing a bit of research on this was it's waistline, it's the body shape, it's confidence, it's how these women feel. These women, they're not happy with their body. They're not happy, with that top heavy look. They want to feel better. They want to look better. They want to feel sexier and more attractive. So their before state is low self-esteem and confidence about their figure and shape. They feel insecure when they leave the house, and they feel they have an ugly top heavy shape. Now words like this, and this is really important, like top heavy, I didn't even know what top heavy meant before I started this video. But after going through the reviews and looking at top heavy, I discovered what that meant. And that's a term that women use a lot. And if you can use these terms that they use in your product descriptions, you increase the potency of your copy by 1,000,000%. So really go to the effort to find those. So now that we've located what their before state is, let's go down. What's their after state? What do they want to feel? We've gone through the after state. So they want to feel happy and confident about their shape. They want to look nicer in the clothes they wear. And let's be honest, they just want to feel more attractive and more pretty. So what we do is we go here and we click on the 5-star reviews, right? You click on these 5-star reviews and it actually tells you this. Every single one of these reviews is going to tell you exactly what that after state is. The more you read this, the more of a pinpoint laser precision you're going to have when you write this copy and you identify that after state. Fantastic. What elements of proof do we have? So what do we have to prove that back up our claims? Now on AliExpress, I found this exact same course set. So what we can actually do is we can sort of swagger jack the review claims here for the product, because it's the same product, right? So what we do is we click on 5-star reviews. And we come down and we can see that 1,905 reviews are 5 stars, out of the total here. So that's fantastic. So what we can do here is we can say that we actually have 1,905 5-star reviews. What else can we add here? What else we can add here is we can have, we have X amount of users. We could even say we have, 3,200 X reviews, whatever it may be. We've developed this course set after testing 10 other course sets in the market. We've combined them all together to make this one course set that crushes every single other one. We've spent, the past 2 years developing this course set. We've had 57 different women test out this course set and try it on. We've made 10 revisions to this course set. All these facts, right? I'm going to say it again, facts that actually are true and back up, the product and the quality of it. Use them. Use the shit out of them, okay? Now, what are their main concerns? Now, after going through all these reviews, what you want to do is click on the 1-star reviews. If you go to these 1-star reviews, you're going to find out the main concerns and problems all these women have with it. The main complaints, right? These are the one things, and you want to go through and you want to make sure it's popping up over and over and over again, because that means it is perfect. So I kept going through here, and obviously those are the ones like, quality, price, shipping times, etc. But the main one was, does it actually work? Do we actually see results when we put this thing on? Because that's where they're buying it, right? So those are the main questions. Does it actually work? Will I get results? And is it bad for your organs? Because it's quite unhealthy, from what I know of corsets. I don't wear a corset, but it's actually quite unhealthy from what I've seen. So we want to use this in our copy because we want to address these concerns. Because you could get everything else right, but if somebody, if you don't talk about the elephant in the room, they're not going to buy because it's still in their mind. And that's what you need to be able to do. Uncover that elephant in the room and address it head on. Don't dance around it. So many dropshippers, they try and not talk about it. And the reason most salespeople and direct response marketers don't talk about this stuff is frankly because it intimidates them. They don't know how to talk about it. They don't know how to bring up weaknesses and concerns with their product without getting around it. But that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys how to do, because that is how you make money. All right, now what is our bulletproof guarantee? And I'm going to change this to 3 inches because I have that in my example. If you haven't lost 3 inches off your waistline within 60 days, we will give you a full refund and pay you $100 cash just for wasting your time. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are saying right now. Shit, I don't want to do that. I'm not paying anybody anything. If they don't get results, I'm not even going to give them a refund. Wrong. That is the wrong mindset. Now, I don't expect you guys to give everybody $100 cash if they don't get results. But you should. And why should you? Because the amount of sales you're going to make versus the amount of people that actually ask you for that is astronomical. You're going to absolutely explode your sales, and you'll be absolutely starstruck if you saw the amount of people that actually claim that $100 cash back. And what you do is with that, you don't just give them $100, right? They have to send you the product back. That's what you do. So you say, look, if you didn't get the results within 60 days, that's fine. We'll give you a full refund, but if you want the $100 cash back, you actually have to send the product all the way back to us. 99% of the time, and I'm telling you this from experience, people aren't going to send it back. People are too lazy. They paid $50 for the corset, and they have to pay shipping. It's like $20 or $30. They're not going to go down to the post office, get it wrapped up, put it in a bag, get a stamp. Nobody's going to do that. And even if they do, fine, give it to them. The amount of money you're going to make and the conversion rate you're going to see jump, you'll be happy. You'll be given that money back every day of the week. Okay, now let's talk more about the actual guarantee. If you haven't lost 3 inches off your waist within 60 days, that's the guarantee. That guarantee is so tangible, women can see it. They can look in the mirror and they can say, hey, look, I could see what I would look like with 3 inches gone. And in 60 days, that makes like the claim and the result right there in their hand. You're practically giving it to them and asking them just to take it from you. What most people don't do is I just say, if you don't like the product, we'll give it back. That's wrong. That's bad. The reason being is it just means if you like the product. Liking something isn't tangible. Physical results is why people buy. If you can tell them you're going to give them physical results and their money back, even if you don't do the $100 cash, that's fine, and their money back, it's going to smash your conversion rate. You're going to be astounded with the results. Okay, let's move on. Why do they need to make the purchase today? To avoid feeling like crap every time they go and get changed or look in the mirror. Because that's what they do. They actually feel that. When they go and get changed, they don't want to look in the mirror because they feel uncomfortable and insecure about their body shape. So that's why they need to purchase today. So we're not using a stock thing here. We probably will use a little bit of that going down here, but that's the main one. Okay, now let's actually look at an example. I've written out an example of actually writing a description for this product. Now, the first thing you guys are gonna notice is it's long. It's not a short description. It's not 2 sentences. It's actually selling the crap out of this product. And what needs to be done? It is what needs to be done. It's what needs to be done. Okay, so let's actually jump into it and let's dissect it. So keep in mind the formula that we had before. Let's go down. Okay, boom. Attention-grabbing headline. Remember that? Number 1. An eye-grabbing headline that demands attention. Want to trim your waistline by 3 inches almost overnight? Boom! Instantly grabs them. Of course you do. Every woman who sees that wants to say yes. Any woman who's clicked on an ad for a corset is going to say yes to this. Notice how we make the results very quick, and we say almost to add believability. If you said overnight, nobody believes that overnight. They're just going to bounce straight away. So we do almost overnight, adds believability to it. Okay, next step. Describe their current before state in detail. Let's go down. If so, this may be the most important thing you ever read, and here is why. So just, again, grabbing their attention, grabbing them by the throat and pulling them into our description. And then we go ahead to describe the before state. It can be tiring to always feel insecure about your body shape, banging your head against a wall, trying to be rid of that top-heavy look. Right there, we describe exactly how they feel in a negative way and exactly how they're feeling now. You know, they feel insecure about their body shape. Of course they do. That's why they want a corset. You know, they probably have been banging their head against a brick wall trying to find all these different things, you know, different diets, different pills, different solutions to solve it, and nothing's worked. Okay, next one we go into the after state. What would they like to feel like? So there we go. So wouldn't you much rather feel pretty and radiate confidence whenever you look in the mirror? Boom, that's what they want. Describing it right there. Then we go into the proof element. Elements of proof, and then we crush any concerns. So let's look at this. So you see now, after receiving over 1,905 5-star reviews from women just like yourself, see, adding that proof, women just like you, we are confident in saying we've perfected a belly toning corset that's proven to deliver tangible results time and time again, crushing the objection of does it actually give results. So we add proof, make everything believable, and then we go ahead and we crush that main concern that they have. And then we go into the guarantee. In fact, we are so certain you'll see life-changing results from this corset that if you don't trim your waistline by 3 inches within just 60 days, not only will we refund you 100% of your money, we'll deposit $100 cash directly into your bank account just for wasting your time. This is a win-win offer. All the risk is upon us. Smashed it. That guarantee is absolutely fire. No product description that I've seen for any product like this would even come close to that guarantee. If your prospect is comparing your product next to the product on Amazon, I know Amazon has, you know, like a guarantee money back and stuff, but they don't do $100 cash back. If they were comparing your product side by side to any other product in their tabs, your product would win hands down every time. And now let's move into, let me go back and have a look. Let's move into, you know, the insert urgency and scarcity. Last time we offered this unbeatable guarantee, we sold it out within 3 days. So get yours now before stock runs out. So obviously you can see we've got a bit of a mix there between the scarcity with the product amount and the actual feel better about yourself urgency there. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but it'll do well. And you can see, click the add to cart button now and proceed to checkout. So that basically sums up, you know, the call to action. So that sums up the entire process. So I want you guys to keep going through this, keep rewatching this. When you write your next product description, I want you to use this 9-step formula and you're going to see phenomenal results. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you do have any comments, any feedback, any things you liked or didn't like, any suggestions for videos in the future, make sure you comment them down below. Please subscribe if you want to enjoy some more content like this and make some more money with your entrepreneurial endeavors. And if you want to like, feel free to give it a like. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.